Alright, well, hello. First off, I would like to start off with that I am a guy. I know, you're probably thinking, kitty midget, that sounds like a girl. Well, it turns out I'm a guy. So now you're probably asking, okay, now why am I including my voice? Well, I hit double digits and I would like to say, well, what do you know? I hit double digits and I'd like to use my voice. As well as my videos were getting a little bit boring and I'd like to spice them up. And I got really tired of typing to you guys, so let's start this off. This shall be my first test video, see if my microphone's working, see if everything's working. This will be a pretty cool thing, I would think. And who knows, I may even scratch this idea and you may not even hear about it. Well, first, what should we talk about? Well, let's get off of the game. So, I'm a guy, and you're probably thinking, hey, why did I get this game? Hi, why did I get this name? Yeah, why did I get this name? So, I had a cat, and it was pretty much a kitty at that point. And he would scratch and bite, but we still loved him anyway. But anyway, we named him, well, we named him Kitty, but you see, when I first was thinking of an idea for this name, the cat came up for me as the first idea. But I wanted to put something other than Kitty, so I decided to put Ranger, because it just made sense at the time, and I was younger when I made it, so. And I'm still quite young compared to probably most of these guys. But I'm going to keep my age disclosed. And typing is really bad. I'd also like to talk about the computer. Right now my computer is not that good. But I'm planning on upgrading it soon, so it isn't as laggy. Because right now it's just a little tiny computer, and trying to keep up with all these others. But I don't have bad Wi-Fi, so it's fine. I really don't have that much trouble with lag. But sometimes when I'm doing other stuff on it, it gets quite laggy. So I'm recording. Usually my recordings are quite bad because it gets a little bit laggy. My ping goes up and everything just doesn't go that well. But it's okay. Okay then. This guy really wants us dead. Oh geez, my aim. Wonder what he wants. Roblox. Can't believe I missed that. Even when he dashed, I would believe that. Also, another thing that plays into this is ping. So when you're playing people like this who can dash back, if you have the low ping, then they're gonna react to you faster. Since they won't have as much lag and delay. Because this game has a lot of problems with that, sadly. I can't wait to get Bazorg's thing because apparently it's gonna reduce the lag. And while I have this back computer, that's pretty good, but I'm still working on upgrading it. So at this point, I would really like to ask for video suggestions idea. Any suggestions on the video? I'm quite a small channel, but I'm receiving averagely, I think, about 30 views on each video, and I only have 12 subscribers. That means more people are watching than are subscribed. So I would like those people, whoever they are, to just give me ideas, or even the subscribed ones, which are mostly my friends, I'm pretty sure. Any video suggestions idea. One of my subscribers already said that I should do the stats on all the weapons, like the range, how many tiles. But I just find that as a little stupid. as well as a bit annoying. I mean, imagine it, going through all of the weapons, looking at the range, the damage. I mean, I know the damage for most of the weapons already, but it still gets quite annoying at times. Good thing I'm friends with that guy. That would have been really quite bad. Perhaps another thing that's really weird about Gatsio is the teaming in FFA. The teaming. Of course, you can't make a video without seeing a little bit of teaming in FFA. And I see how it's like really unfair at times. Like, at times it's just, okay, you're just bomb rushing this one dude, and it's like not even close to fair. But at the same time, like, there are times where it's like, oh, sorry, dude. Well, it's times where it's like, oh, it's just fair. I mean, they both were having a 1v1, okay? So teaming isn't bad when you're all ganging up on one person. I don't like it when it's like that. Sometimes, like, hey, guys, like, just bothering you. Like, for example, there was this one, like, gunman dude or something, and he would always just target the team, and he'd have range on an SMG, and it was just so annoying. With flag or something. Like, and completely annoying, and he always went after us. So we started to, like, just charge after him, of course. And at that point, it was just, like, unfair. You couldn't do nothing. He was just running away, but he was dying. And then he died, of course. So at moments like that, that's just, like, unfair. But at times when the team's on their own, I mean, I don't see any problem with that, except for the fact that most of them will have upgrades. But at the same time, some of them won't. Because usually FFA, team controls the middle, usually. That's just how it works, I guess. But at the same time, don't get too mad at people for teaming. Don't get too mad. Because all they do is just want to talk and, like, meet, you know? Like, talk about stats. And usually they came from friends. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I was still reloading. That just is how things work, you know? Like, they want to meet their friends. Besides, I still don't understand the point, okay? They added something to speak with, okay? They added something to speak with, which means they want interaction. Now, maybe it was just because people were asking for it, but still, if people are asking for it, then it can't just be for trash talking. I mean, really? It has to be, like, for speaking, communicating. So you just can't, like, say that, oh, FFA team is bad, everyone should get banned in it. Because when it's, like, when it's not unfair, then it's fine. I mean, I don't see the point of it, except for the fact that you may not die as often, since some of the people there are your team. And that's just a really bad thing. In Dom, it barely happens, so I mean, I don't see what's wrong with it. Also, any new game suggestions, for example. Because GATS is really fun. I mean, I find GATS really fun. And when I don't find it fun, I take a break for a few minutes and then go. And when I don't find it fun, I just take a couple minutes off and then get back on. But I really don't get triggered or raged like this game. Probably because I just find everything about it fun, even when I lose. Just like, oh, good game. There are times when it's been really unfair. When I was really starting it off, let's see, maybe half a year ago. Now, if you look on my stats, it says I wasn't playing half a year ago, but I've been playing like since the game started coming out. But I was playing as a guest, and for a long time I really was quite bad. But then, like a month before I got my account, I started like learning all the game mechanics and I got it, and I was getting quite good. And then that's when I made the account. But anyway, at the thing I was talking about, I've been playing for quite a long time. And that's why I don't know, I just find it quite fun. I never find it irritating. But still, every now and then, you need some more stuff because the GATS community isn't really that big, sadly. If it was bigger, I mean, I would be playing this game all day. I mean, no doubt. Oh, the knife barely went out of the range. But sadly, the GATS community isn't big enough and isn't involved in as much as they said you would think. And I really wish the developers were more advancing about the game. Like, right now, they haven't upgraded in what seems like a year. And they say that they're gonna make more of it, like somewhere in the summer. But, I mean, I really don't know. You probably don't even know who that guy is, do you? He's a guy who played a really long time ago. Really long time ago. I feel sorry for like anyone I don't recognize because like there's so many names I have to remember and it's like not all gonna be in my memory bank, sorry. So that's why some people are like, oh, Kitty, remember me? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. Sorry for sounding a bit tired today, because I am. Just had a concert, and maybe I'll go tell you about what that concert was about. Our concert's a lot. You can probably guess what it is, but I mean, you may not. Oh. Yeah. Also, I don't really want to dive into that Fofo Bazork debate, even though it was a huge thing. Really don't want to dive into that because that's controversial. Some people think it was Bazork's right to do that. Some people think he just took it from Fofo. I personally have no public opinion, and I would like to keep it that way. Maybe when it's like a really long time ago and everyone's forgiven, then maybe I'll talk about what my opinion of it was at the time. But for now, let's keep it personal. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go get a new computer. Hopefully have not as much lag or ping, even though that depends some on the Wi-Fi. It may also be because of this computer, because it's quite bad. And I don't think it just has the capacity to deal with this game, which is pretty sad. Or of course it just could be because of like when I'm updating stuff or doing that. But usually it doesn't happen that much. Or it could just because of the way the game was made. Because apparently there was lots of stuff in the code that was bad. Lots of stuff. I don't know if that is completely true, but I mean, oh, he shielded it. Well, so along with video suggestions and new games, I would also like, what would you like me to talk about? A game, I would suspect, but what about the game? And for me, this is just me testing out the range, seeing how my voice sounds, if it's like super deep or super high. I don't know, man. We'll just find out. We'll find out. What, like, how do you want me to be funny? Or has this already been way too boring for you? I mean, I don't know. But for me, this has just got way more fun, like, talking. I don't know why. Feels like I'm talking to you guys even though I'm not. Even though you can't even respond, it's just me, you know? Though it's getting me ever more thirsty. Also, I don't understand. People are crying shotgun dash OP, and to an extent it is. But you see, people only call it OP when like the people who know how to use it, because then it just feels OP. But really, This build is OP because anybody, almost anybody, can pick it up.